car market is about to implode.
Can you imagine spending $100,000 on a Jeep Wrangler?
My Audi failed me. She broke down on the side of the road the other day.
What the f***?
Millions of Americans are returning their new cars, and the brutal truth coming out. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Car market is about to implode. We're about to see a COVID 2.0 in regards to the car market, but it's a little bit reversed because nobody wants a new vehicle. Nobody wants a subscription vehicle. Nobody wants to be monitored. Nobody wants their face scanned. And with all the new AI technology things that are coming to where your vehicle could be potentially disabled, it could leave you on the road. There's a lot of people that are fearing that, and they don't want their lives invaded. So they're keeping their vehicles. Not only that, but they're not able to afford car payments anymore. With interest rates, with the price of vehicles, nobody wants a new car. And that's why new cars are so heavily discounted. If you have an older vehicle, 25, 10 years old, hang on to it, ride it till the wheels fall off or close to, because these dealers are going to be offering, and they are offering you top dollar paid for your vehicle. And when you do sell it, I wouldn't buy anything brand new with all this subscription technology. I would buy another used one. The market is about to get wild.
For years, companies made transmissions with metal pans. Every single one of these old Chevy transmissions has a metal pan. Even this old Ford Mustang transmission has a metal pan. But now we got these brand new cars with plastic oil pans. And even worse, they put the filter inside the pan. So when you want to service your vehicle up, you got to buy a whole transmission pan just to change your fluid and filter every single time. And just because it's plastic doesn't mean it's cheap. These oil pans cost nearly $200 brand new. And not only that, these transmissions now take special fluid that sells for nearly $16 to $18 a quart. Just a few years ago, changing your transmission fluid and filter cost nearly $200. And now this job is over $800 because of the fluid and because we gotta buy the stupid plastic oil pans.
I have a 2500 Sierra Denali Ultimate. It's a 2025. Yesterday, I was driving down the interstate. Power went off. Complete dead. Truck unresponsive. No power steering. No power. All it said on the dash was reduce power, pull over immediately. So I glided off the edge of the interstate. Fortunately, I was at an exit and dead. All it would do would, you press the button and it would roll and start over, crank, and it would never actually turn over. Did that a couple of times. Ended up having to call a tow truck. Paid $170 to have it towed to the dealership for them to tell me it's a power control module for the fuel pump. Apparently, this is happening with a lot of GM vehicles. So if this happens to you, try to save yourself some money. Tell them what's going on. Unfortunately, I haven't found a way to crank it. Apparently, it's 2 wires and a bolt near the fuel tank. I haven't gotten down there to figure it out. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, GMC. This is all over the internet. You guys got to fix this stuff. I'm tagging them in this post so that they see it.
If you're in the market for a newer used SUV, I would not recommend the newer GM Yukons or Tahoes. The transmission went out before 10,000 miles. We bought an extended warranty through the bank. We caught hell trying to get the transmission done. Now they gave us a $3,500 budget to find a motor. Y'all find me a motor I can buy for $3,500 for a 2021 Yukon Denali 6.2 liter. Absolutely ridiculous. What a joke.
The transmission failed before 10,000 miles. It sounds like a joke, but many owners of these models report transmission unreliability. It's a shame the author of this video had to deal with such difficulties.
What is this? This feels like it belongs in a Mitsubishi. What the frick, Audi?
Could Audi be a little more innovative than this? I'm not sure how I feel about these opened envelope vents. I'm sure there's a better way to do that. How many leaves are gonna get stuck down there? That's not a hatch. I guess for the life of me, thought that whole thing was gonna go up, and I even saw that there. Why is this not a hatch?
Well, you know what? I gotta give Kia crap for this because they aren't stopping. So these are the door handles on the new Seltos. Now you can see from a design perspective, this makes sense, but from a functionality perspective, yeah, you gotta have an electronic release with that, and it's all fun and games until that freezes over. Let me know what you guys think, but I think we should just go back to normal door handles.
Am I just an idiot and I can't figure out like how to get my car in neutral? Like I want to go through a car wash and that's park, drive, reverse, like that's the manual mode. Like I cannot get it in neutral to like go through a rolling car wash. What am I doing wrong?
Objectively speaking, in many new cars with automatic transmissions, the design is rather clunky and unintuitive. Many automakers strive to create a technologically advanced car, but they don't always manage to make it user-friendly.
Well, I was just rolling up my window, but now I don't know. What the f***?
When shit gets real. So it's my wife's birthday and we're supposed to be going camping right now, and on the way home to drop off the truck, the motor decided to leave the chat. I bought that truck 3 weeks ago and I've only put 1,000 miles on it. What would you do if you were me? Do you contact the previous owner? What kind of game plan would you come up with?
My Audi failed me. She broke down on the side of the road the other day, and it's really, really sad because that was my dream car. Unfortunately, this Audi gave me so much trouble, even for being a new car, and I think I'm just traumatized. I'm like, take it back. I need something different. I want something that's going to be reliable, but I also don't want like a basic ass car. I loved the Audi. I loved how I felt driving it. And so yeah, if you have a mid to full size SUV that you love and that you feel like has been reliable for you, please let me know what it is because we are going car shopping this weekend.
Spent $48,000 on a car, and at 50,000 miles, my paint started peeling everywhere. Been dealing with Hyundai for a year, called corporate and everything, and the dealership, and nobody's helping me out here. We've gone round and round and round, guys. What do I do? Help me out here.
Oh my god, stop. What the fuck? Yo! Do it one more time? Do it one more. Ah! Stop. Whoa.
Unfortunately, new BMWs are sometimes notorious for these kinds of surprises. New engine mounts that fail after just 10,000 miles are a classic example.
So this truck has 2,500 miles on it. 2,500 miles. Look how much rust. What the? Like, that's terrible. I don't get it. And then they decided to put a 90 degree in the exhaust pipe. Why? Do better, Ford.
New cars are in, and already I can see one that's going back to the auction. It's so bad that my transporter had to show it to me. I'm going to show it to you, and it's going way the back to the auction. The problem is I already put it up online and got 5 leads on this thing. So now those leads, gone. Take a look at the underneath of this thing. I ain't selling it. Believe this shit? This car's got 47,000 miles on it. Looks like it's been dipped in water and just sitting there forever. I mean, this shit is crispy. And for all you folks that think Toyotas are the end-all be-all of reliability,
It's surprising to see rust on a practically new Toyota after just 47,000 kilometers. This suggests there are issues with the anti-corrosion treatment.
Update number 7 on my car issues. If you're new here, I'm going to go over it really quickly, but I bought a brand new car at the end of November, and it has been back and forth at the dealership being towed there because it keeps breaking down since either December or January.
$100,000 on a Ford Bronco. I think this is where Ford messed up. The Bronco, right, Raptor, is in a weird niche, right? It's $100,000. You still get manual seats all the way around, which is crazy. You get the vinyl floor, so it's easier to clean. Everything's plastic and vinyl, so it's easy to clean off. Problem is, this stuff scratches so easily. So if it's an off-road vehicle, why should this scratch up easy? Shouldn't this be very hard to scratch? And then everything else is basically just a regular Ford Bronco, right? There's nothing crazy going on that's much different than the regular Bronco. But I think the biggest issue is for $100,000, it has the same engine in a Ford Ranger Raptor that you can get for 55 grand. So I think that's where Ford needs to maybe have put the supercharged V8 in it, and I think maybe that would have made the difference. I get it's got a fun suspension setup, but so does the Ford Ranger Raptor. So would you spend $100K for this?
$100,000 for a new Bronco? For that kind of money, many people expect premium quality materials and reliability, but Ford clearly isn't interested in that.
What the hell is this? Where's the exhaust? Wait till you see the grille. What have they done to my beautiful CLA 45? I'm not a fan at all. And wait till you see this, right? The front is beautiful. And now look at the back. They've destroyed it. I'm sorry, Mercedes, but what have you done?
Guys, what happened? This is the first generation X5 and this one's brand new. It's never been sold. Plus, come check this out. This is a super rare one, the 4.6 IS, the precursor to the X5M. And this is a new X5 for 2027, been fully redesigned. It's got the new vertical grills, the X's in the headlights, and you can now get it with 23-inch wheels. The old X5 has a conventional shifter for the 5-speed automatic. It's got a screen for navigation, a beautiful 3-spoke steering wheel, and check out those analog gauges. It doesn't get any better. The new X5 has a passenger screen, a 17.9-inch main screen, this crazy hologram across the dashboard for important information, and a 2-spoke steering wheel that looks something straight out of Tron.
I'm starting to realize how good old cars are. Growing up, I was taught old cars bad, old cars break, old cars junk. But now after having so many new cars and now having so many old cars, I just love having the buttons and knobs. My brother's new truck does not have a physical switch for the light. It's actually in the screen right here in his new truck. Buttons, knobs, buttons, and knobs. This 1994 Toyota Camry, 31 years old. But guess what? Every single thing in this car works. Again, buttons, knobs, switches, everything is just simplistic. Car is not dictated by the radio. The massive screen doesn't ruin the car. It's analog gauges. Look at how silly, even in my new Jeep, how massive that screen, how obnoxious it is. That screen's not going to last 30 years. I don't care what brand it is. The Mach-E over here doesn't even have a physical door handle. Push button. That's going to work really well when it snows. Also got the Tesla tablet right there. I'd much rather take this. If you want to upgrade that radio, you can. It doesn't affect the entire car. This is peak automotive engineering. The new stuff is just junk.
It's surprising what's happening with new cars these days. It feels like the creators of the latest BMWs and Mercedes have completely forgotten what real premium design and a quality interior actually mean.
The US is officially in a new car affordability crisis, and the numbers are brutal. The average price of a new vehicle is now hovering around $49,500 to $50,000, while the average monthly payment has climbed into the $730 to $750 range. And with interest rates still high, buyers are paying thousands more over the life of their loan than they did just a few years ago. To survive, shoppers are stretching loans longer than ever. 7-year and even 8-year loans are becoming common, not because people want them, but because it's the only way for them to make the payments work. That's also driving a surge in negative equity, where old loan balances get rolled into new deals. Automakers, they do share some blame too. Many have moved away from affordable cars towards more high-margin trucks, SUVs, and premium trims, pushing average prices even higher. The result is that first-time buyers and middle-income families are being pushed out of the new car market altogether. Now, I do think that sooner or later, one of these automakers will go after that market segment because it is just sitting there for the taking. But until then, fewer affordable new cars today means a tighter, more expensive used car market tomorrow.
Can you imagine spending $100,000 on a Jeep Wrangler? Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually going to be $102,000. That's wicked. I get this is the 392 edition, so you have the V8 in this, but this is just a Jeep Wrangler. It is the same Wrangler you could spend $40,000 on. Yes, it's got wheels, tires, and a lift kit, and a V8, but is that really worth, $60,000? Like, what? No wonder why this is sitting on the showroom floor and no one's buying it. You would just have to be... I think it's probably better than the Bronco. I do think it's better than the Bronco Raptor because it's got a V8. But my God, $102,000? Think about all the cars you can buy for that price point and go, oh yeah, no, I want a Jeep. I want a Jeep Wrangler, actually. I want something that's so loud when I drive I can't hear what I'm doing. The wind noise is unbearable. Oh, but I can take the doors off.
Another piece of junk for $100,000. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you buy a new Wrangler or a Bronco?
This might be a hot take, but new cars are junk. Look at the reverse camera quality on this 2025 Ford F-250. That is junk.
Why is every single car company just focused on horsepower these days? Like every single new car, new model that comes out, they just try and bump the horsepower up. And now because of that, they're adding in the hybrid motors, and it's like destroying the vibes of like the cars these days. Like there's like barely any new car that I'd be like I want, because all they care about is just like the horsepower number. Like, and this is what's crazy. I test drove a 488 and an SF90 yesterday back to back, and I would rather have the 488 if the car, like, it's half the price. Even if the cars were the same price, I would choose the 488. Something, it just sounded better stock. They were stock for stock. It just felt like a car that I felt more connected to, and I just would rather have. The SF90 just felt too I don't know. I just didn't like it. I don't know if it's the all-wheel drive or the hybrid. Like it felt, I didn't like the car at all. Like I did not like the car at all. And I feel like all these car companies are just like adding new models, more horsepower, and that's all they're caring about, more horsepower, and not worrying about anything else in the car.
What the fuck is that? Whatever it is looks worse than the MGU. Is that fucking... Hey, is that abomination that Kia brought out? Hey, what the fuck is that, bro? Looks like a World War I Jeep got fucked in the ass by a Kia Sorento. Get that abomination out of here. Now there's a fucking another one.
Does anyone else have this in their Chevy truck? So I popped in and I used the grab handle and it kind of moved quite a bit. And then I started playing with it and this whole thing wiggles. And I was like, maybe the driver's side just has a little bit of wear. But no, the passenger side also wiggles as well.
There's 3 automotive trends that need to go away, and this Volvo EX30 has all of them. The first one's right here. There are 4 windows, like a traditional car, in this EX30, but there's only 2 window switches. So to toggle between the front and the rear, I have to first hit the rear switch, and then I can lower the rear windows. The second, there's no gauges in front of me, so everything is handled by a single screen. Your parking settings, your speedometer, even your turn signals pop up on the center screen. And that just takes away your attention from the road to be looking at this screen. And number 3 is this fixed glass roof. This is beautiful, lets in a lot of light, but there's no shutters or shade in here. And to add insult to injury, Volvo will sell you a $200 covering that matches the interior that you can install in here and stow away when you don't need it. I know I said 3, but here's a bonus one. Lack of physical controls everywhere. In this one, there's no volume dial, and there's even no buttons for your glove box. Open that up, I have to go here and hit this button, and there you go.
Instead of making a comfortable car, manufacturers are forcing us to put up with silly screens, useless glass roofs, and the lack of regular buttons.
We're boycotting new cars. In case you missed it, this is what is happening in the car industry this week. Right to repair and driver monitoring. So the head honchos actually meet with the president last week to discuss new laws that would ban people from fixing their own cars. meaning no more changing your own oil or having Joe at the shop check your brakes. Then there's Ford's patent for monitoring driver biometrics. That means they can watch like your eye movement and facial expressions, and if they decide that you're impaired, they can keep your car from driving. I don't know about you, but I'm going to keep my car running as long as possible because I'm not about to put another dollar in these people's back pocket. Comment car and I'll send you the app that I use to keep all of my own maintenance, and you can avoid this crap too.
And yeah, another problem with new cars is that they track practically everything you do. It's actually kind of creepy.
Ah, crap, I think my engine just blew up. Yes, that is correct. Your engine just blew up. We saw the whole thing. Great. Can you guys get me a tow truck and also get this thing covered under warranty? No, can do. Warranty claim denied. Distracted driving. What are you talking about? I wasn't on my phone or anything. I was literally just driving the car. Under section 259.4-B, being knuckled deep in the schnoz is considered extreme distracted driving, meaning the whole warranty is completely voided now. No, that is completely unfair. I have a huge bone to pick with you guys. The only thing you'll be picking is your nose. Good luck walking home, loser.